Welcome back to the layout, guys. This is going to be a project update. There's actually a couple things that I'm looking to work on here. Let's see. Well, first off, we'll start with my Athearn SD70ACe, or ACE, as some of you say it's called. In any case, this is it. And for a while, I had kind of boxed it and didn't really use it much because the power truck was off and the lighting and stuff. There was just issues with it. And I think I kind of downplayed the model here, because it really is a nice engine, and I've been using it again. I cracked open the case and I looked as to why the rear power truck wasn't pulling up any power, and the little wire that Athearn uses, they use a whole bunch of little wires and clips to control all of their things, and the little wire was pushed in too far, so much that the electrical bits of the wire weren't actually making any contact anymore, and it was all really just the insulating part of the wire. So that's why I wasn't picking up anything from behind before. But now I have redone that. I've placed the wire where it is supposed to be, and then I closed up the little cap, and I use it a lot now. Unfortunately, the lights on the front still don't exactly work as I'd like them to. The ditch lights work, but for whatever reason, the headlight won't go on. The rear light will. So I'm actually starting a project here on this locomotive where I'm going to rewire everything. I'll put new lights in, I'm going to put a new speaker in, I'm going to seal the speaker box, and I'm going to make this SD70ACe be really probably one of the best locomotives I have. I already ordered the speaker. It's a Railmaster Hobbies 28mm 2-watt speaker, and that'll replace the 0.25 watt speaker in here. So I guess, what is that, 8 times better. So I know it's not all about the watts. It has a bunch of stuff to do, but I think it'll definitely help. So hopefully the sound quality will greatly improve. I also am looking to get some Miniatronics bulbs that I can put in here that operate off the same voltage. I was thinking about doing LEDs, but I figured this locomotive was designed for bulbs, so I might as well just put new bulbs in. And apparently the Miniatronics bulbs last quite a while. So I'm really looking to fix this model up and make it really nice. So looking to do that. For those of you that use a soldering iron, I've been told this many times, and I never thought it could happen to me, but be careful, because those things are very hot, and if you touch it, you'll get a nice little burn. So yeah, be careful with soldering irons. That's my contribution to society today. Also, I have been playing around with some CV kind of things, and I think at some point, if the funds for trains become available, I might start really also fixing up this Kato SD70MAC I have here. This is a great locomotive, and unfortunately I just think I haven't really gotten around to using it much because of the DCC. I've never been able to get a decoder really to fit in it, and some of the handrails are broken, and I don't know, it's kind of like the SD70ACe. I had it, it's a great locomotive, but I just almost forgot how good it was. So I'm thinking about getting a soundtraxx decoder in here, and I will put surface mount LEDs, and I'll make it a really nice locomotive. These are all just projects that I have kind of up in the air right now. I have ordered the speaker for that, though, so something will definitely happen. But I guess this is another project I'm working on. So originally I was going to sell this. I had a bunch of offers for it, but I just decided that I can't part with it. It's a really nice engine, and hopefully at some point I'll fix up all the handrails, I'll weather it properly, get a good sound decoder in it, put really nice lights in it, and make it a good locomotive. Big B6 Flyer, another YouTube member I think, did a project kind of like that on Kato SD70MAC or something like that of his, so this one's kind of inspired by him, so thank you. And I have one more project here that I'm working on, And that is my first Intermountain ES44AC. And this one's not as much of a big project, but I got the new handrails on. Looks good. Unfortunately, some of the old ones were broken, and it's broken. It broke down here, so this isn't really pushing in. Still working that out, how I'm going to fix that, but I have gotten the new handrails in, and I will say that on my layout here, let's see if I can put this box back together. Hold on one second. Running my ES44AC with my SD70 has proved to look pretty good. So originally I was planning to get a bunch more locomotives, but I think now I'm going to sell the ones that I don't use, and then I'll just really fix up the ones that I have right now and make them better than they were originally. So what I was saying, I lost track here, is the ditch lights on the first run of these things are very dim. That's because there was a communication error between Intermountain and Soundtraxx, I believe, when they made the locomotive, and they both ended up putting resistors in for the lights. Problem with that, though, is since they both have resistors, there is half, or I don't know, twice the reduction amount that there should be, so the lights are pretty dim. Let's see if I can power this up here. As you can see, well, not as easy to see. Just give me 1 second here. I apologize, this video isn't the greatest prepared, but here we go. The new runs corrected this issue, and as I will hope to show you here, I apologize for the shakiness. As usual, I'm using my phone here, which usually is okay, but you never know. So that is what the lights are supposed to be like, and as you can see, these are very dim. And in real life, if you've ever seen them, you'll know very well how dim they are. So, I plan to get a brass wire. I'm going to take the one set of resistors out, and I'll put them, well, I'll just take them out, and then I'll bridge the gap there with a brass wire, and hopefully these lights will be just as bright as those. So that's 3 projects there that are kind of hanging up in the air. Hopefully at least some of them will get done sometime soon. The rest will come in the future, I guess. I recently posted a video of my entire locomotive fleet, and some of them I am looking to get rid of so that I can fund not only just new locomotives, but now more recently repairing or enhancing the other locomotives that I already have. So if any of you are interested in the locomotives that I might be getting rid of, feel free to email me. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see what can happen. The other thing that big project is, a while ago I announced that I have plans for a new layout, and I still do. A lot of people ask if that's still going on. It absolutely is. I'm still figuring out exactly how it's going to get to work. I've made a bunch of computer-aided drawings, and I looked into getting the track, and I think it'll all work pretty well. So that's definitely, hopefully, going to be done sometime soon. The biggest thing is I have to get rid of the layout I already have, or at least this one and this one. And I guess I'm probably going to want to finish them at some point, so it might take a while. But I am looking for people, both on the internet and in my area, that would be interested in taking these layouts. And if they do that, then I can start my new layout, which will be a 12x16 overall, and 2 feet wide. I'll have 2 main lines and some interesting little scenes and stuff here and there, maybe a coal depot, maybe a granary, maybe a big yard. I don't know if I'll do concrete like this again, or just like cinders or something. It's all up in the air right now, but I do hope to get something done sometime soon. So these are the projects that I'm working on right now. Any input I would like to hear. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and look for more videos in the future.